Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to Life with Sandy. Well, good morning. This might be a choppy video because every once in a while the breeze kind of goes crazy. And so I think you get a lot of whooshing sound. So I might be shutting this off. But you know what? I'm comfortable out here and I don't want to be moving. I'll be honest with you. But we do have lots of birthdays today. Today is Core M. Today's Core's birthday. I'm hoping I got your name right. C-O-R-E. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Core. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. See, be kind. Be kind to me today. Be kind. Today is also Joanne Kelly's birthday. Hopefully the breeze, let me think. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joanne. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. The breeze is really kind of making me wonder here. Julie Rise Pop. Julie Rise. Julie, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I know my voice has been kind of crazy the last couple days. I don't know what the deal is, but it's also Kim Helper. H-A-L-P-E-R. Kim. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kim. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's Taylor, who is Sue Warren's granddaughter. It's Taylor's birthday today. Hopefully the breeze is not giving us too much whooshing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taylor. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Amy Liz. Today's Amy Liz's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I'm hoping I'm not losing my voice here with this. All this singing is not sounding right. I'm a little off key. But I also wanted to correct a mistake that I made on Saturday. Remember when I was saying it was Jenny and Denny's anniversary? And I'm thinking, Jenny and Denny, how cute, Jenny and Denny. It's Janet. It's Janet and Denny. Janet and Denny Haas, H-A-A-S. So Janet, not Jenny, Janet and Denny. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you both have a great anniversary on Saturday the 9th. And it's not Jenny and Denny, Janet and Denny. It's so beautiful out here. I brought my book out because I'm going to read. Keeping my foot up, I'm going to stretch out. This is a couch. I'm going to stretch out on the couch. I want to thank everybody for their suggestions for the Brad and Bob videos for the plantar fasciitis. It really is helping. I did the exercises before I got up this morning. And it really did make a difference. I didn't really think that would make that much difference. So I'm really kind of babying the foot. And I think we need to go inside. Yeah. We're going inside now. Gimp along with me. Gimp along. Get along, little doggy. Get along, get along. Gimp along, little doggy. Gimp along, gimp along. That took every bit of effort to get into this chair, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. I would prefer to be doing outside now that I'm in here all settled down into the chair. This is Jim's throne, as we call it. The breeze has stopped. We're supposed to get storms later on today. This is such a terrible angle. It just looks so awful this way. I just feel miserable. This is not going to work. This isn't too much better, is it? I can't stand it. I just can't stand it, I'm telling you. Oh. Anyway, this is going to be a weird video, I know. I just wanted to have my feet up. Now that I'm in the house, it's not as breezy anymore. But anyway, like I said, I've been doing the exercises in the morning. There one was like to stretch your toes out, and then there was another one that you massage the bottom of your foot, and then there's another one where you put like a belt or something. I have like a resistance band that you stretch the foot, and it really has made a difference. But I got up early this morning because I had to drive Josh to work because Denise had to bring Kylie to a doctor's appointment. And when I got home, I thought, oh, you know what? I'm feeling better. I can go water my flowers because they were looking really sad and pathetic because I haven't been out there watering them. I felt like I was 95 years old. I was like, I could hardly walk. They looked so sad that I knew that I had to water them. It took me about a half an hour. But when I came in, I'm like, I'm exhausted just from that little bit of, just doing that little bit of work. And it sucks getting old. I'm telling you, it really sucks getting old. And but you know what? Life is what happens to you. Life is just the way it is. It would be nice if it was supposed to be the way you think. Like, this is what's going to happen, and this like progression. And I told you I wanted to live another 20 years. I feel like I've already aged 20 years just over the weekend. And I know I am in a very good mood. I really am. I know it sounds like I'm really really in a downing mood and I'm really depressed and really sad. No, I really am. I'm actually in a really good mood. It just doesn't appear that way as I'm saying all this stuff. But I'm bummed because I had did my Zoom call with my cousin yesterday, and I decided, not so much we, but we decided, but it was mostly me, that we're not going to be going to Mount Rushmore. And I'm like, oh, I've been trying to go there for the last 2 years. I've been trying to go, and every year I get a little bit older, and it's just. But I really feel at this point that even if my foot is feeling better, doing all that walking is just going to damage any progress that I've made. And is it really worth it? I don't really think so. So I'm still planning on going to the cottage on Friday for the week and going to just lay around. I'm going to be really bummed because I'm not going to be able to go down by the water because going down to the water requires going down about 35 or 50 steps to get to the beach. And then that means 35 or 50 steps to get back up. I don't think that my foot would handle all that weight. The only good thing is that there's a nice bench. There's a bench and a picnic table at the top of the cliff or the bluff or whatever you want to call it, that I can at least see the water. I can at least enjoy the water from the view from there. But my plan for the week is just to rest my foot as much as possible. And then when we go to Minnesota, we're going to be at my cousin's house, which is just more relaxing, which will be nice. And it's just not going to be the summer that I planned. And that's the way life works out. You got to readjust your plans. You just really, because you can't control everything in your life. Sometimes you might think that'd be a good thing if you could control everything in your life. But no, this is a little bit out of my control right now. And I'm really trying to figure out when exactly this happened. And I really do believe in my heart of hearts that this is because I went for physical therapy. I really, truly do, because I didn't have any problems, none whatsoever, until I started going to physical therapy. And they determined that my left leg was the one that was the weaker leg. And so they were, concentrating more on strengthening the left leg. And some of the exercises that I did on the 1st of July, oh, it's going to be noon. You're going to hear a bunch of clinging, clanging. Sorry about that. Let me just stop you for a minute because there's just going to be too much noise. Okay, stop. I don't know if you could tell the song that they were playing, how appropriate on my clock it was playing There's No Place Like Home, which is so true. When you're not feeling well, there is no place like home. But then I have the grandfather clock that goes off, and then I have two mantle clocks that go off. And I told you that, which drives my kids crazy, is I don't have everything it's set at the same time, so everything is constantly going off. But anyway, so when I went for my therapy on July 1st, they were working a little bit harder on my left leg, and one of the exercises that I did, I just felt like it was it stretched or something. I don't know. I just felt like it didn't feel right. Whatever it was, it just didn't feel right. And then when we went to the show on the very next day on our anniversary on the 2nd is when I tripped and went flying and did my balancing act and didn't fall, but I think I twisted my ankle because then when I woke up on Sunday morning is when I could hardly walk. So I think it was a combination of the physical therapy, stretching that muscle a little bit too much, and then tripping, and it was just everything. And then just kind of not really paying that much attention to it for the couple days while I was waiting to go to the foot doctor and being on it too much, that I think I did a little bit more damage to it. But, you don't appreciate things in life until they're taken away from you, unfortunately, a lot of times. And so my ability to walk without pain is something that I really took for granted. And it's just, it just drives me crazy. It does drive me crazy. But, I can't change it, and I can't turn to food to eat, to make myself feel better, because food does make me feel better. And I know it's easier to admit it, I think, than to try to ignore the fact that just having like a bowl of ice cream would feel really good for me right now. But I wouldn't. But in my mind, I think, a nice bowl of ice cream is going to make you feel so much better, Sandy. And maybe for that hot minute while I'm eating the ice cream, but no, I'm not having any ice cream. I've planned out my menu for the week. I'm not going to show you my food this week because it's just, I know, I sound like I'm complaining. I really am in a pretty good mood. I really, truly am. It doesn't appear that way. Considering my circumstances, I think I'm in a very good mood. I really do. But I'm going to eat very lightly because I don't want to have to be getting up to carry food around to the table and stuff. Jim's going to make dinners for us this week. He already told me that. So because he works days this week. And then when I'm at the cottage, it's just, I'm not bringing any snack foods. I'm bringing only healthy foods with me. And I'm not going to have a car to go anywhere. So it's just, it is what it is. I guess in a nutshell, it is what it is. But I feel very confident that this is going to get better. I did buy the Skechers shoes. I did try them on. They fit perfectly. They fit really nice. But when I walk in them, I do see that I do need to put the support into that shoe. It's just not enough support for my foot. I'm not very hopeful that this is going to go away. I know. And then when I get feeling sad that I see that it's like I'm thinking most things, don't be falling on me here because I can't be getting up that quick. I think that I always think that something like when you get a cold or something, you always think, well, 10 days. A cold usually lasts 10 days. So in 10 days, I'm going to feel back normal to myself. Or, like if you have like a stomach flu or something, it's just going to last for 24 hours. But then I'm reading up on this, and it seems like it's going to take 3 or 6 months. I'm thinking, oh my Lord, that's a long time. And then I'm going to be afraid. I'll be afraid to walk because I'm going to be afraid that I'm going to damage the foot again, or I'm going to have this pain again. And then that's going to take away the enjoyment that I get out of going for my walks. And so it's just, I have to start thinking of more positive things, because I told you I like to look at the positive things in my life. And I think that I'm spending too much time dwelling on the fact that I'm limited right now, and I should just keep in my mind that it's just a temporary problem right now. It's just a temporary problem that is going to go away, and I just have to have faith in myself and know that I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. I do that rolling my foot on the ice bottle every couple hours. I do that. I do the foot stretches every time before I get up, which is a lot because I'm drinking. This is my second thing of water, and it's noon. So I'm drinking a lot of water, which means that I'm getting up to go to the bathroom a lot. But what I'm doing is I'm doing the stretches and things like they said you should do before you go put any pressure on the foot after you've headed up. So, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And I know I'm going to get better. But like I said, my food, as far as my food goes, I'm very conscious of the fact that when I'm feeling like this, I can turn very easily to food. And so I think that I'm so much more aware of it that I don't want to be shown. I know this is going to make no sense. I'll tell you right from the get-go. It's just the way my weird little brain works. But if I get so obsessed with worrying about what I'm going to show you what I'm eating, then I'm going to like sneak stuff that I'm not showing. So it's just better for me. And my channel is for me. I mean, I'm trying to help everybody else. I really, truly am. I'm trying to be an inspiration. And I really feel that at this point in my journey and with my subscribers that I can be totally honest with you. And I'm being totally honest with you that I don't really want to show my food for a while. And I know that when I show my food, it helps me, it helps you, it gives you suggestions on what you know, like different things. But let's face it, I'm going to eat the same things. I always eat the same things all the time anyhow. But then when I get so obsessed with showing my food and that, then I kind of get, resentful is not really the right word, but I just kind of feel like obligated, I guess. And I don't like feeling obligated to do anything in my life. I do things because I enjoy doing them. I enjoy sharing my life. I totally enjoy sharing my life. I love sharing my family. I don't mind sharing my food at certain points. I don't like to show my food all the time. And it's with everything I got going on with my foot, and I know, listen, oh, Sandy, is something wrong with your foot? But I just feel for myself, for my own well-being, and that it's just, I'm just going to take the next couple weeks. I'm going to do my videos every day because I love doing my videos. I don't know what I'll babble on about, but you know me. I'll think of something. I can babble on about. But I just so appreciative of my life and of all the things. And this is the least of my worries. My sister Mary has so much stuff going on that my foot pain is nothing. So it's like, snap out of it. It's like that's kind of like my thinking. It's just the way I need to be worrying more about my sister Mary than worrying about my foot, I guess. But what that has to do with my food, showing you my food, I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm going off on a little ramble here. We're just kind of like, we're taking this road and I don't know where it's going, but let's get back over here to the main road. We got to get back over here because I'm kind of drifting a little bit. But I'm just going to be very mindful of what I'm eating. Like I said on my video highlights, because I didn't weigh myself today because my ankle is still kind of swollen. I know I'm retaining a lot of fluid, or with the swelling, there's probably a lot of fluid around there, inflammation. And I think inflammation causes you to have a little bit of a weight gain too. I was so close to being into the next set of digits, and with going on vacation for the next couple of weeks, I just can't have that thought process in my mind that I was already into the next set of digits. I can't beat myself up about that. So I decided not to weigh myself today, and I'm not going to weigh myself next week because I'll be up at the cottage, and then the following week I'll be in Minnesota, and then the following week I'll be coming home. So it's going to be a little bit of a time before I get on the scale. That being said, I have to be very aware of why I'm eating, what I'm eating, when I'm eating, how I'm eating, and I have to concentrate that more on that. So for the next couple weeks, it's not so much going to be, I might occasionally show you something that I've eaten, but for the most part, I'm just going to concentrate on Sandy. And that is going to be so hard for me because I very rarely concentrate on Sandy. And I know I should, but I get my joy and pleasure out of life taking care of other people and being around for other people and providing support for other people and helping and encouraging other people. And so a lot of times I just put myself on the back shelf, and I can't do that. I just know that I can't do that anymore. I helped out so much with Kylie's party, more than I probably should have, but that's who I am. That's just who I am. And for me, just to take the next couple of weeks just to concentrate on just making myself feel better. And so the positive thing, I told you, you always look for the positive in life. The negative is that I can hardly walk. My foot hurts so bad. But the positive thing is it made me aware that I needed to take some time for me. I needed to take some Sandy time. And that's what I plan on doing for the next 3 weeks while I'm on vacation. I plan on just devoting myself to taking care of me and letting people take care of me. And that is going to be the hardest thing for me. You can ask my son-in-law, Aaron, because he will tell you. Because when we go to the cottage, she's always trying to help me with stuff. And I always say, I can do it, because I don't want to be a burden. And I just feel that for me, I don't have a problem. You can ask me, and I don't think you're a burden. But if I was to ask you the exact same thing to do for me, I would think I'm a burden, if that makes any sense. But I do plan on letting people wait on me. I'm not so much, I think because of my mother, when my mother was towards the end, when, like she would, call me for just like the silliest little things. And I'm thinking, you can do that. You can do that. And that's why I want to make sure that I'm not that way, because sometimes it just was kind of bothered me that my mother would well, since you're going in the kitchen, could you get me a glass of water? Well, yeah, I was going in the kitchen anyhow. I can get you a glass of water, but maybe you should have got up and got your own glass of water, type of thing. But so that's how I think that, I can get up, I can walk into the kitchen and get a glass of water, but maybe it'd be better to stay off my foot and just say, could you go in there and get me a glass of water? I have no doubt that my family would do whatever I asked them to do for me. I really don't have a doubt in my mind. And it's just something that I have to overcome. It's a thought process that I got to get beyond, that I think that I always have to be the one taking care of everybody else and that nobody should be taking care of me. And I know that that's what I've been doing. My whole life I was taking care of, the oldest in an Irish family. I don't know if it's true in Ireland, but in the Irish family that I grew up in, that the oldest is responsible for everybody. And it's your responsibility to take care of everybody else, and you put them first. And so that's what I've been doing for 70 some years. And so now all of a sudden when I have to sit back and realize that someone's got to take care of me, it's hard. It's really hard for me to do. I'm having a really hard time with that. And it's something I really got to work on, because I ain't getting any younger. And the older I get, I'm going to have to rely on people to help me out along the way. And I'm just not ready to be there yet. But I think I'm getting there with this foot. Sandy, what are you talking about? So please know, I am in a very good frame of mind. I am not depressed. I am not sad. I'm a little upset that my foot hurts, but I just think that God gives you challenges for a reason. And I think God is speaking to me, telling me that people that want to take care of you aren't doing it because you're being needy. It's because you're being loved, and you need to be taken care of. And just open up your heart. And I think that, and I really do feel that God's speaking to me, and I need to be listening a little bit more carefully. So I am in a good frame of mind. I know the video probably is going to sound like I'm not, but I really am in a good frame of mind. So please don't worry about me. I am doing really well. Just feeling a little, I don't know what the word is. Can't think of a word. What's the word I'm feeling? What am I feeling? See, now I'm asking for help. This is not something that I usually do. I do not ask for help. I know that. It's one of my flaws. I have very few flaws. Wouldn't that be true? Wouldn't that be nice if that was the true statement? But what is the word that I'm thinking of? What am I trying to express? Because I'm not sad. I'm just coming to the realization that I'm human, and that it's time to let people take care of me, if not just for a couple of days, for a couple of weeks, but not for the rest of my life. I know that I'm making no sense now. So I'm going to end the video now, because I am babbling. Thank you so much for all your support, all of your encouragement. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for understanding this wackadoodle mind of mine, because sometimes I don't even understand this wackadoodle mind of mine. But I am feeling very good. I'm feeling very fine. I don't feel I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for everything. Let me know the word I'm thinking of, because I don't know what word I was thinking of. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.